The ocean is a breathtaking wonder, full of vibrant life and stunning landscapes. But beneath that serene surface is a whole different story. Down in the abyss lurk creatures so bizarre, eerie, and downright terrifying that they make fictional beasts like the Kraken seem tame. No need for myths. These real-life nightmares are unsettling enough to make you think twice before taking a deep dive. Brace yourself as we reveal 15 of the most spine-chilling creatures lurking in the depths, because some of them are so creepy, you'll wish you never knew they existed. Let's start with number 15, the weird-eyed strawberry squid. If the deep sea had a Best Dressed award, this thing would win by a landslide. Spotted by Mbari researchers in Monterey Canyon, this flamboyant cephalopod sports an eye-catching red body, plus one massive glowing yellow eye and another tiny pitch-black eye. The ocean's got plenty of weird looks, but this one takes the cake. So, what's the deal with the mismatched eyes? It's all about survival. The large yellow eye scans the water above for silhouettes of potential predators, while the smaller dark eye focuses below for bioluminescent prey. It's like having a built-in high-beam flashlight and night vision at the same time. And here's the kicker. The squid isn't born looking like a Picasso painting. As it matures, the left eye dramatically outgrows the right, growing more than twice the size. It's the deep sea equivalent of wearing one contact lens for distance and another for reading. Evolution sure has a sense of humor. Number 14, the frilled shark. Want to see ancient stuff? Meet the frilled shark, a deep sea beast that looks like it time-traveled straight from the Jurassic era. This eerie, eel-like creature grows up to 7 feet long and slithers through the water with an unsettling, snake-like motion. It's not a shark in the traditional sense. It's more like something H.P. Lovecraft would dream up. Instead of the streamlined bodies we associate with modern sharks, the frilled shark has a long, flexible body, gill slits that resemble ruffled collars, and a jaw packed with 300 needle-like teeth. These backward-facing teeth make sure that once something goes in, it doesn't come out. And instead of chewing, the frilled shark just gulps its prey whole. Despite its terrifying grin, this ancient predator is rarely seen by humans. Deep-sea trawlers occasionally pull them up as bycatch, but overfishing has put them at risk. So if you ever spot one, consider yourself either lucky or in a horror movie. Number 13, the giant isopod. What happens when nature supersizes a pill bug? Well, you get the giant isopod, a deep-sea crustacean that looks like something out of an alien invasion movie. These armored scavengers can grow up to 20 inches long thanks to abyssal gigantism, where deep-sea creatures grow to massive proportions due to extreme conditions. With their hard exoskeletons, 7 pairs of legs, and segmented bodies, giant isopods are essentially underwater tanks, and they're built for survival. These creatures can go years without eating, with the record being 4 years. But when food finally appears, they don't hold back. Isopods gorge themselves until they can barely move, feasting on anything from whale carcasses to deep-sea debris. Despite their unsettling appearance, they've been around for over 160 million years, surviving multiple mass extinctions. If the ocean ever hosts a scavenger Olympics, giant isopods take gold every time. It's just cute. Number 12, the goblin shark. If you thought sharks were scary, you haven't met this beauty. This terrifying deep-sea dweller is what happens when evolution goes full horror mode. Instead of a sleek, rugged body, the goblin shark has a long, protruding snout, translucent skin, and a jaw that extends outward like a freakish alien trap. That jaw? It's not just for show. It snaps forward like a slingshot to grab unsuspecting prey. This shark specializes in hunting fish, squid, and crustaceans in pitch-black depths, where sight is useless, and survival depends on electrosensory perception. And let's talk about its bizarre coloring. Ranging from pale pink to purplish gray, this shark almost looks bruised, but it's just blood vessels showing through its translucent skin. At up to 16 feet long, it's a true deep-sea giant. With its nightmarish looks and jaw-dropping hunting technique, the goblin shark is living proof that the deep sea is home to creatures straight out of your worst dreams. Number 11. The vampire squid. The vampire squid sounds terrifying, but despite its name, it's more of a deep-sea goth than a true bloodsucker. This eerie creature isn't even a true squid or octopus. It belongs to a category all its own. And with jet black skin, glowing eyes, and a cloak-like webbing between its arms, it looks like it just stepped out of a Tim Burton movie. But while its appearance is menacing, the vampire squid is actually a passive deep-sea scavenger. It doesn't just hunt, it collects drifting food particles with sticky tentacle filaments, making it one of the ocean's ultimate recyclers. And when threatened, instead of ink, it releases a bioluminescent cloud of glowing mucus to confuse predators, vanishing into the darkness. Think of it as an underwater ninja vanishing in a puff of smoke. With its dramatic cape, glowing arm tips, and gothic aesthetic, the vampire squid proves that in the deep sea, survival is just as much about style as it is about skill. Number 10. The blotched snailfish. When NOAA researchers explored the seafloor near Alaska's Aleutian Islands, they weren't expecting to find a fish that looked like it belonged in a dessert display. Meet the blotched snailfish, a translucent, jelly-like creature covered in ringed spots, with a built-in suction cup on its belly. That suction cup isn't just for show. It's a modified fin that allows the snailfish to cling to rocks in the crushing depths of up to 2,723 feet. Its gelatinous body isn't just soft, it's perfectly adapted to withstand the high pressure of the deep sea while keeping a low profile from predators. Despite its wobbly look, the snailfish remains a scientific enigma. Researchers are still unraveling its life cycle and behaviors. But one thing's clear. This deep-sea oddity proves that evolution isn't just practical, it's downright weird. Next time you see Jello, just remember, there's a version of it swimming at the bottom of the ocean. Number 9. Dragonfish. The dragonfish may be small, and it also won't breathe fire like a real one, but it makes up for it by looking like something out of a horror movie. Measuring under a foot long, this deep-sea predator is packed with features designed to terrify. It has transparent teeth, a hinged jaw that can extend outward, and bioluminescent features that turn it into a glowing menace. Some species even have a secondary set of teeth inside their mouths, eerily similar to the creature from Alien. Living in the pitch-black depths of the midnight zone, the dragonfish lures prey with its glowing headlamp, waiting for the perfect moment to strike. Despite its tiny size, it's a master ambush predator, swallowing prey whole with its expandable stomach. If this fish ever darted past your submarine window, you'd have second thoughts about deep-sea exploration. Lucky for us, it prefers the darkness far from human reach, exactly where it belongs. Number 8. Oarfish. If sea monster legends had a mascot, it would be the oarfish. Stretching over 20 feet long, this slender, ribbon-like fish moves through the water with an eerie, undulating motion. Add to that its horse-like face and silvery, scale-covered body, and it's no wonder it's often mistaken for something mythical. Historically, oarfish have a habit of appearing at the surface when they're dying, which has spooked sailors for centuries. Imagine being a fisherman in the 1700s and seeing a giant snake-like creature writhing near your boat. You'd believe in sea serpents too. Despite their intimidating look, oarfish are harmless, feeding mostly on plankton. But because they live thousands of feet deep, sightings are incredibly rare, adding to their mystery. Thanks to modern deep-sea exploration, we now know they're real, but that doesn't make them any less unsettling. Next time someone says, "There's no such thing as sea monsters," show them an oarfish. Number 7. Siphonophores. The deep sea is home to some of the strangest life forms on Earth, and siphonophores are proof of that. At first glance, they look like floating alien tendrils, stretching through the darkness. But here's the twist. A siphonophore isn't just one creature. It's a colony of tiny organisms working together as a single entity, each with a specific role. Some catching prey, some digesting food, others handling reproduction. Some species, like the Portuguese man-o'-war, come equipped with venomous tentacles capable of delivering an excruciating sting. But the real record breaker is a siphonophore found off Australia's coast, which measured an estimated 150 feet long, possibly the longest animal on the planet. With deadly tentacles, an unexplainable growth rate, and an uncanny ability to function like one being, siphonophores are nature's version of a horror movie monster, and they're thriving in the depths, far beyond our reach. Number 6. Coelacanth. Most animals that went extinct 66 million years ago stayed extinct, not the coelacanth. This deep-sea dweller was thought to be long gone until 1938, when a fisherman off the coast of South Africa accidentally pulled one up. Scientists were stunned. A species that swam alongside dinosaurs was still alive. Unlike most modern fish, coelacanths have thick, lobed fins that move in a walking-like motion, leading some scientists to believe they're a missing link between fish and land animals. They grow over 6 feet long, live at depths of over 2,300 feet, and somehow remain undiscovered for millions of years. Despite being a living fossil, coelacanths have 2 distinct species that have survived undetected in the ocean's depths. Their rediscovery proves just how little we know about life underwater. For every coelacanth we find, there are probably countless other prehistoric secrets still hiding in the deep, waiting to shock us next. Number 5. Alien-like anglerfish. Forget aliens from outer space. The real extraterrestrials are lurking in our oceans. Meet Laesiognathus dynama, a species of anglerfish that looks like it swam straight out of a sci-fi horror film. First discovered in the dark, crushing depths of the Gulf of Mexico, this creature has a face only a deep-sea nightmare could love. Needle-like teeth, a gaping maw, and a grotesque fishing rod dangling from its head. But don't let its eerie grin distract you. That bioluminescent appendage isn't just for show, it's a lethal trap. The female anglerfish uses bacteria-powered light to lure prey, only to snap its jagged jaws shut with terrifying precision. Evolution didn't just give this creature an advantage, it turned it into the perfect deep-sea predator. With its ghostly glow and monstrous grin, the anglerfish is a chilling reminder that the ocean's depths are as mysterious as they are terrifying. And if this is what we have discovered, imagine what else is lurking in the abyss. Number 4. The spaghetti monster. What happens when science fiction meets spaghetti? You get Bathyphysa conifer, a bizarre siphonophore that looks like a floating plate of noodles, if those noodles could paralyze prey. First caught on camera in 2015 off the coast of Angola, this deep-sea anomaly quickly earned the nickname Spaghetti Monster. But don't be fooled by its noodly appearance. This creature is no joke. It's not a single organism, but a colony of specialized clones working together like an underwater hive mind. Some clones focus on movement, others on digestion, and some just exist to capture and incapacitate prey. It's like a sci-fi horror movie where the monster is actually an entire collective. Swaying eerily in the water, the spaghetti monster is a strange, hypnotic reminder that the ocean is filled with creatures so alien they make fictional sea monsters look ordinary. Number 3, the sarcastic fringehead. If you think attitude is reserved for humans, you haven't met the sarcastic fringehead. Despite sounding like a roast from a reality TV show, this tiny, feisty tube blenny is all bark and bite. Living along the coast of California, this furious little fish hides in empty shells and burrows, only emerging to wage war. Male fringeheads have one of the most ridiculous intimidation tactics in the animal kingdom. They unhinge their jaws like a deep-sea monster from a horror flick. When rival fish invade their space, they engage in open-mouth battles that look like the ocean's version of an aggressive debate. But despite their dramatic flair, these fish actually play an essential role in their ecosystem. By occupying abandoned burrows, they help recycle ocean real estate, proving that even the most unhinged-looking creatures serve a purpose. Bold, bizarre, and a little terrifying, the sarcastic fringehead is the ultimate underwater drama queen. Number 2. The creepy smiling shark. There's something deeply unsettling about a shark that smiles, especially when that grin looks a little too human. In 2023, an Australian fisherman pulled up a mystery shark from 2,130 feet below the surface, and the internet lost its mind. With its bulging eyes, rubbery skin, and an unsettling permanent smirk, this shark looked like a rejected horror movie villain. Was it a gulper shark? A goblin shark? Even marine biologists couldn't agree. Some speculated it could be a rare deep-sea species or an unusual variation of a cookie-cutter shark. Either way, it was not the kind of face you want greeting you underwater. But in the deep sea, weird is normal. Evolution has sculpted creatures into survival machines that don't care if they look nightmarish. Whether this smiling shark was creepy or not, the ocean hides some pretty bizarre surprises. Number 1. The gummy squirrel. Meet the gummy squirrel, a sea cucumber that looks like a floating, half-peeled banana. Yes, you read that right. Found in the Pacific Ocean's Clarion-Clipperton zone, this gelatinous oddball moves with a slow, hypnotic wobble, making it one of the strangest creatures in the deep. Despite its squishy appearance, the gummy squirrel is a survivor. Living at extreme depths, it sifts through the ocean floor, absorbing nutrients in the pitch-black abyss. It may not have the fangs of a shark or the bioluminescent flair of an anglerfish, but its jelly-like body is an evolutionary masterpiece built for deep-sea living. Discovered by researchers from the Natural History Museum in London, this bizarre sea cucumber was just one of 39 new species found during the expedition. The gummy squirrel proves that the deep ocean isn't just unexplored. It's home to creatures so weird, they redefine what we think life can look like. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you very soon.